Join
or die.
This place is Bolinio. Chicken nuggets be crispy like you never seen. I tasted one and I was like, what? Are you serious, Wendy? Mean girls working the fryers though. This one chick wouldn't even let me holler. I was like, please you ugly anyway. I really love this place. I have been going since it opened. I had a hugest crush on the daughter of the owner and I would come in after class when I was in junior high and try and talk to her. But the skate store next door opened up and all the skaters got to her and one of them got her pregnant. I never saw her again. Oh yeah, the donuts are good and they will usually hook you up with a free donut to try. Ford's Theater. Abel was murdered here. Would not recommend. My lover Karen and I adore this place so much we are considering holding our commitment ceremony here. Hope they do weddings. Almost 2 years out now and haven't been back. As I said, you made $250 you didn't deserve and lost out on a couple $1,000 I would have spent there by now. Way to win over your customers. Coming up on 4 years now of not having been back since they robbed me of money to buy a glass of water despite having been drinking actual alcohol beverages all evening. They've lost plenty of my money. It has been 5 years now since I spent a single dollar in this place. They've lost a couple thousand now in sales to me. I hope the $3 they made on the glass of tap water they charged me for is paying their bills. God knows I'm not. How you gonna call yourself a McD's if you ain't got no ice cream? Don't you know I'm a mad moody emotional woman with effed up ovaries who needs me a McFlurry? Why you gotta go and do this to me? Sobs. They gave my nuggets to somebody else and I'm very offended because I'm unearthly beautiful and could not be confused with any mortal. To be honest, I found Chef McDonald lacking in presentation. First of all, they served my food in a paper sack. Pictured on said sack was a character named the Hamburglar. I found him to be tacky and tasteless and his demeanor in stark contrast to the atmosphere of family food I had come in search of. My plan to subjugate this planet with pestilence and disease is a long and trying process. I must congratulate this McDonald's as a force much darker than myself as it inflicts far more personal, moral and physical decay than I could ever think of. Together we may rule this galaxy. I think Alinea and Next can stick their e-tickets up their butt. They charge a mortgage payment for the privilege to eat in hyped up restaurants that are overrated. Suggestion to owner: get over yourself, Marty. For the price I paid here I could have flown to Switzerland, rented a chalet and had a private chef for a week. But no, instead all my recently divorced friends decided to go to this Frankenstein restaurant. Why would I want to eat edible styrofoam? What a damn waste. Part 1. The experience started after a long rainy drive in the dark roads of the Meadowwood estate. After getting lost we finally arrived at the restaurant. We ended up waiting for our table for 45 minutes. Actually we are still waiting. The entire kitchen and wait staff saw an ice cream truck and ran outside, leaving me alone in the restaurant. 10 minutes later they all came back with ice cream cones. I still can't believe this actually happened. There was a chick in the parking lot who asked me for a ride to the bus station and got pretty pissed off when I said no. As I was leaving after chicken, she was getting into a pickup truck with a guy who looked like the BTK Killers, that was doing that slow creepy redneck laugh, the one that sound like ha ha ha. When the lady saw me exiting the restaurant she shouted, "Look who got a ride now bitch," and flashed her tits at me. 4 stars. As far as jails go, this is the creme de la creme. First off, you don't even need a ride here. They pick you up from anywhere in the county. Sometimes they even get you out of bed and bring you, and it's free of charge. I ate there about 3 hours ago and now I have diarrhea. As far as Chinese buffets go, this one is pretty good. I must downgrade this to 3 stars after last bus I was on ran over 2 pedestrians and kept going. Dr. Lee is very professional. I had an embarrassing anal fissure that I put off having inspected, but I'm glad he was able to take a look at it. He didn't make any off remarks and was not only knowledgeable but was also not overly academic when talking about it. It put me at ease. Edit: whoever voted that this post is funny is an insensitive jerk. Edit 2. Stop voting funny. Best place to load up on cheap beans and rice while the girl you've casually been screwing has to take her pet rabbit to the emergency vet around the corner because it got into her weed stash while you were casually screwing her, and you don't have the balls to just completely leave her there and trek back to Manhattan because she is kind of freaky and the sex is good enough to keep having. but still you need to eat and there's nothing to do at the emergency vet wait. Since a pot eating bunny is not really class 1 trauma and you don't know her well enough or care too much about a damn rabbit that runs freely through the apartment and eats weed to stick around and hold her hand or anything, so you split the difference and chow down, and maybe it is just the pot talking, but Jesus Christ. I wish I could give this place a higher rating, but the new ownership is terrible. Hours are inconsistent. Why is this place always closed when I want to get a wax? Terrible customer service. Lady at front desk always crying, and one time I heard her scream at another lady to shut up for 5 minutes straight, and she wasn't even saying anything. Not family friendly business at all. Weird meth smell. If you like C-section scars, bullet wound scrapes, cuts, sob stories about how they trying to dance for their 5 kids, weaves, smelly vaginas and cellulite, this place is for you. Seriously, I went home and danced in front of my own mirror and got myself hotter than this dump. I went to this restaurant and liked the food, but then the server leaned over me and whispered, "Would you like a side of death with that?" Then he took my fettuccine and formed a pentagram on my table. No one acknowledged me after that. Don't go here, or do, whichever. Don't try the pizza. It's so good you will come back every day. It completely ruined my social life cause every night I only want to go there. I hate this place. This is a clean, relatively easy access fuel stop located just off I-40 on historic Route 66. Fuel prices here are competitive with gas, bathroom, coffee, gift shop all in one. Route 66 on our way to Santa Fe. Manager was in nice and friendly. It's a fucking truck stop. The catfish is delicious. Never ever again. Dreadful experience. When I first arrived they had the nerve and audacity to greet me with a hello. Really, you want my first impression to be a pleasant one? What is wrong with you people? And then to top that off they fucking served exactly what I ordered. Unreal. What restaurant does that? All I know, I ain't going again. Good riddance.